Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Too Many Thermometers by Doc Logic. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. And we have thermometers, where digits increase starting from the bulb. So as an example, you could have something like, say, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8 here, because the digits are always increasing along this thermometer. What you could not have is something like 9, 6, 7, 8, because you're decreasing from the 9 here to the 6 here. And that's not allowed on these thermometers. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So, on a thermometer, 1 can only ever be on a bulb, and 9 can only be at the tip of the thermometer. So, that means if we ever have in a row or a column or a box only one place where the tip can be and only one place where the bulb can be, then you know where the 1 or the 9 has to be in that row, column, or box. Well, we have that scenario in row 1 with only one tip available, so this must be a 9. We have the same thing in row 9 where there's only one bulb available, so this must be a 1. That eliminates 1 from being here, so where's the 1 in row 1 then? It has to be here. We have a 9 in column 5, which eliminates 9 here. So where's the 9 in row 9? It can only be on a tip, and it can't be here anymore, so this must be 9 there. Okay, where else do we have information like that? Where is 9? Every other... Okay, so column 8 has that scenario with one tip. So this must be a 9 here. Column 9 has something interesting where it has both bulbs in this lower right-hand box. So we're guaranteed a 1 there because there's no other bulbs in the column. So that means in this lower right-hand box, we are guaranteed this is a 1. Well, that doesn't really help too much. What else do we have? In row 7, the 9 has to be one of these 2 digits because, again, it's on the tip. Well, we don't need to color it, I guess, but... Then we have row 1, row 2. We have 2 tips, 2 bulbs, 2 tips, 2 bulbs, 2 tips, 2 bulbs, 2 tips, 2 bulbs, 4 tips, 4 bulbs. That's interesting. 3 bulbs, 4 tips, 4 bulbs. Well, we are having 9. Okay, column 1. We have the 1 already. Oh, where's 9? There's no, we don't have any tips in column 1 except for these 2 cells, and we already have a 9 there. So this must be a 9 here, which means there's no 9 there. column 2. We have 3 bulbs and 3 tips. Column 3, 3 bulbs and 2 tips. Column 4, 2 bulbs. We already have the 9. Column 5, 2 bulbs. We already have the 9 there. Column 6, 2 tips. And 9 can, 2 tips, which have to be here. So one of those is a 9. Which means this cannot be 9 there. Oh, we already have all the 9s there anyways. Column 7, 2 bulbs, 2 tips, but this can't be a 9 because of 9 in the box. So therefore 9 has to be there. Column 8, we have 2 bulbs. Column 9, again, one of these 2 bulbs here. Now we do by boxes. 1 can't be here, so 1 has to be one of these 2. 9 is one of the tips. We already have this 1 and 9 here. 1 again is one of these 2 cells. 9 in this upper right-hand box, there's only 1 tip, so that can only be here. So this is 9, which eliminates the 9 here. So the 9 has to be there. Left central box. So 9 can no longer be here. 9 can't be here. Where is 9 in this left central box? It has to be here. So this is 9, which eliminates 9 here. So this is 9 there. We should have all the 9s now. We do. Okay, 1s can be one of these 2. In this left central box. Central box cannot be here, so it's one of these 2. Right central box, it can only be one of those 2. So right, we have 2 bulbs in row 4, but the only one that can have a 1 is here. So this is 1, which eliminates 1 here. So this can be 1 there, which eliminates 1 here, which means 1 has to be here, which eliminates 1 here. So that means 1 has to be there in this right central box, which eliminates 1 here, which forces this to be 1. Whereas 1 in column 4 cannot be here because of 1's in the box, and can't be here because it's not a bulb. So 1 has to be there, which eliminates 1 here. So this must be 1 there. Okay, we should have all the 1s. What about 2s and 8s now? Huh. 8 has to be below a 9 or on a tip. 2 has to be above a 1 or on a bulb. So let's mark them as blue possibilities. So row 1, we could have 2 there or 2 there. 8 can be here or here. Row 2, it has to be here or here. And 8 cannot be here. It's not next to the 9. Or it could be. So 8 has to be here. So this is 8. That means where is 2 then in this upper central box? Can't be here because it must be right above a 1, or it must be a bulb. And it can't be here because of the 2 possibilities there. So 2 has to be there. Where's 8? In row 3, it has to be here. It cannot be here because it's not directly next to a 9. So then it can only be here. So this is, or it can't be here because of 8 in the box. So then 8 has to be here. Which means this can't be 8, so 8 has to be here in row 1. We have 2 here. This is 8, 8. Row 4. Where can 8 be? 8 can be here, but it can't be here because of 8 in the column. Can't be here. It's not next to a 9. And these are all not possible because it's not a tip, not next to a 9. That means it has to be here. So this is 8 here. 8 in row 5 can't be here because they are not the tip or not next to 9. Can't be here because of 8 and 9 in the column. Can't be here because it's not a tip or next to 9. So where's the 8? It has to be here. So this is 8. Then where is 8 in column 1? Can't be these cells, so it must be here because of 8's in the boxes. Where is 8 in row 6? Can't be here because of 8 in the box or here, so this must be 8 there. 8 can be either of these. So this is one of these is 8. 8 cannot be here. So 8 can't be here or here because of 8 in the column. 8 can't be here because of 8 in the row. 8 can't be here because it's not a tip or next to 9. So therefore, this must be 8 here. So that's 8, which eliminates 8 here. So that's 8 there. So we should have all the 8s. And now we're trying to figure out 2s. Where can 2 be in row? We've already have it in row 3. Where is it in row 4? Cannot be here. Could be here. Could be here and cannot be here because of this is not next to a 1 on the thermometer. 5 can't be here. Could be here or here. Okay. Row 6 could be here, here. And here. So in this right central box, we have to have a blue in here. So this is 2, one of these is 2, one of these is 2, which means 2 has to be in column 9, one of these 2 cells. Okay. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. So where's 2 in row 5? It can only be here. So this is 2, which eliminates blue here. Where is 2 in the central box then? It can only be here. So this is 2 here, which means this can't be 2 there. So one of these 2 is a 2. Where is 2 possible in column 5 then? Can't be here because of 2 in the boxes. Can't be here because it's not next to 1 or a bulb. So then 2 has to be there. Okay. Where is 2 then in this left central box? Cannot be here or here or here because it's not next to a, it's not, can't be here because of 2 in the row. Can't be here because it's not on a bulb or next to 1. Same with this, so then 2 has to be one of these 2. Okay. Now we look at 7. So 7 has to be next to the 9 or 8 or on a tip. So 7 in row 1 has to be one of these 2. I'm trying basically a different way of doing things. I normally don't do things in this way in thermometers. I just wanted to see how this would work out. Not the best, but anyways, in row 2, where can 7 be? Can't be here because it's not next to an 8 or 9, and it's not a tip. Can't be any of these for the same reason, so it has to be here. So this is 7, which means this can't be 7 anymore. Where's 7 in row 1? It must be here. So that's 7. What about, so that means in row 3, 7 can't be any of these cells here, so 7 has to be here. Yeah, I don't really know if this is the best approach, but Yeah, I still feel like going down. My normal approach with thermometers probably would have been better. Um, should we continue it this way? I don't know. Um, okay, row 4, 7 can be here. I guess we just continue because I've done thermometers a certain way, and if you've seen some of my other puzzles, you can easily see how I do that. I think that is the better way, which would basically be looking at the usually the long thermometers and seeing where and looking at what the smallest possible digit could be from going from the bulb to the tip, and then looking back from the tip to the bulb, looking at what the largest digit could be, and filling in the cells in between. I think it would have been much better if I had done it that way, but I wanted to try a different way of solving it, and I don't know if this is better though. Okay. Um, Row 5, 7 could be here, or 7 could be here. This is not a tip. This can't be 7, though, because of 7 in the column. So where is the 7 possible then? In row 5, it can only be here. So this is 7 here. Where's 7 then in row 6? Can't be here. It could be here. Could be here or here. So those are possible. In row 8, well, where's the 7 in column 5? Can't be any of these cells because of 7 in the boxes, so 7 has to be here. 7 is here. So no 7 here. 7 cannot be here, so 7 has to be one of these two. Where is 7 in this lower right-hand box? Cannot be here. Cannot be here because they are not tips. Can't be here because it's not next to an 8 or 9 on the thermometer. So it has to be here. So this is 7, which eliminates 7 here. So that's 7, which eliminates 7 here. So this is 7 here, which eliminates 7 here and here. So that's 7 there. Okay. What about 6s then? Okay, 6s can be here or here. In row 1. Row 2, it could be here or here. Row 3 could be here or here. Okay. Row 4 cannot be here because it's not next to 7, 8, or 9. And it can be here because it's a tip, but not here. So this must be 6 here. Where is it in row 5 then? Can't be here because it has a 6 in the box. Could be here. Can't be here because it's not next to 7, 8, or 9. Can't be here because it's not next to 7, 8, or 9, so it has to be here. Okay, where is 6 in row 6 then? Can't be here because of 6 is in the box. Can't be here because it's not next to 7, 8, or 9. Could be either of these. Well, then where is 6 in column 8? Not here because of the way that the sixes can be in the thermometers. Could be here, cannot be here because this is not next to 7, 8, or 9 next to it on the thermometer. So this must be 6 here. Where is 6? Since this is 6 here, these can't be 6. Where is 6 in this upper central box? It must be here. So that's 6, which eliminates 6 here. So that leaves that as 6. That leaves that as 6 here. That means this can't be 6 here, so 6 has to be there. We can remove the reds now, and we should have a lot of 6s. 6 can't be here, 6 can't be here, so 6 could be either of these cells, and 6 could be either of these two cells. So that does work. Yeah, it would have been much faster just to go through each one and say, what are the possibilities? This is actually kind of slow, I feel. And since we don't have a guaranteed 6s here, let's just go through and go through the pattern. So looking at each bulb, particularly the long ones, what's the minimum this could be? It could be 2, because it can't be 1 anymore. This has to be greater than that digit, so it's at least 3. This is at least 4. This has to be less than 6, so this is 5 then, at most. This is 4. This is 3. So this is 2, 3, 3, 4, or 4, 5. Let's look at this one. So this has to be 2 at minimum, because it's greater than 1. 3, 4. This cannot be 6 because of 6 in the column. So it's 5 at most, 4 at most, 3 at most. How about this one? This is 2 at least. It can't be 2 because of 2 in the row. So this is 3 at least. 4 greater than that. So it's 4, 5, 3, or 4. This could be any of 2 through 5 here. So let's remove the blues. Not helpful right now. This is at least 2, at least 3, at least 4, at least 5, because it must be greater than these. This cannot be 7, 8, or 9, so it's 6 at most, 5 at most, 4 at most, 3 at most. This is at least 3, at least 4. Cannot be 6, 7, 8, or 9, so it's 5 and 4 at most there. This must be 2 through 5 there. This is less than 1. So it's at least 2, at least 3, greater than 2. This can be at least 5, at least 4, because this is less than that. So this is 3, 4, 5. This is 2, 3, or 4. Remaining digits here are 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5. This is at least 3, but it cannot be 5. It has to be at least 3 and 4 here. This is at most 5, which means this is at most 4. This could be 3 here, 4 here, up to 5. Then that's 3 and 4 here. So now we have some information here. This is 3 and 4 as a pair, which eliminates 3, 4 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 4. This is 5. This is then 3 or 4 also as a possibility. We have a 3, 4 pair in row 5, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the row, so no 4 here. This is 5. This must be 2, 3, and 4 with a guaranteed 4 in one of these two cells. So that eliminates 4 in the rest of the box, so this is only 2 or 3. This is 3, 4, or 5 also. This has to be 2 through 5 here. Digits here can be 3, 4, or 5, or 6. Remaining digits in this box are 3 through 6. And this can't be 6 here, no 6 or 5 here. So this is 3 or 4. This digit cannot be 1 or 2, it's 3 then, which has to be next to a 4 here. So then this is 3, that's 4, which makes this 3, which makes that 4, which makes that 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 5, which eliminates 4 and 5 here, so it's 3. Therefore, this can't be 4 or 5, it's 2 or 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 2, which eliminates 2 and 3 here. It's 4. 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 2. This can't be 2 or 3. It's 4, which makes this not 4, so that's 5. So no 2 or 5 here. This 3, 4 pair eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 3 or 4. It's 5. This can't be 4 or 5. It's 3. This can't be 3. It's 2, which makes this not 2. It's 3, which forces this to be 4, 5, and 6. This can't be 3, 4, 6, so it's 5. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're close to solving it. We have to have a 2 here. This can't be 2 there. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 2, which makes that 6. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 5, which eliminates 5 in the rest of the box. Well, this can't be 2 because of 2 in the row, so where is the 2? In column 7, it must be here. No 4 here, which means this can't be 4. That's 5. This can't be 4 or 5. It's 3, which makes this 4. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3 and 4, which eliminates 4 here. So that's 3 and 4. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, I think it would probably been better to probably start at the beginning, doing my normal thermometer solving rule, because eventually we had to do it anyways. So I was just hoping because we had all these thermometers that we could have figured out a different way of solving it. But the best way probably would have been just go through the long thermometers, looking at what each possibility was, and going that way. Low and high. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.